I'm loaded up, I'm ready to go. I'm hitting the bay. I'm probably gonna hit the 90 bridge, like Isle of Wight side, and then the 90 bridge, St. Martin's Riverside. If I don't get anything there, I'll probably head off like into the Marsh over by the Ocean Pines Yacht Club. Kayaks all loaded up. First trip of the year, so you know I'm gonna forget something. It always happens. But I don't know, it should be a good time. Whether I catch anything or not, I'm still gonna film it just because I'm so excited to finally get out. It's been a long winter. It just seemed like it was spring came and then it left and then it came back. And so I'm just ready to go. I'm pumped to get out there and we'll hit it from there. I told you I'd forget something, and I did. I forgot my truck keys. I got all the way to my truck, I'm ready to go. I'm like, oh man. So I'm off to a great start. It's a, yeah, wonderful start today. So I called Ashley, I gave her my float plan, pretty much tell her where I'm going, what time I'll be coming back. It's always good to have a float plan. The bay is not deep. It's just so that in case something happens or an emergency, she knows where I am. So with my float plan with her, I always tell her where I'm going, the areas that I'm going, and what time I plan to be off the water. If I'm off early, or if I do get off at the time that I say I am, regardless, I still call her and let her know that I'm off the water, I'm headed back home. If I'm running late, and let's say the bike turns on and things are going really well, or just I'm having a difficult time somewhere trying to get back or something like that, like the currents are pretty strong or whatever, then of course I'll call her and let her know, like, I'm safe, I'm on the way back, I'm just running behind. So that's it. I'm launching from Isle of Wight. It's only a couple miles up ahead on the right hand side. It's the Isle of Wight, I believe, like Nature Center or something like that, but it pretty much will allow me to hit both bridges of Route 90, which I'm on right now, and then quick access over to the Ocean Pines Yacht Club area where there's a bunch of marsh and all that. So I got 3 sort of different areas that I can hit, so should be good. All right, I'm gonna get to the launch and we'll go from there. Just a quick look at the bay now. It does look pretty good. It's supposed to be east-northeast wind, about 10 miles an hour. Get a big jellyfish. Look at that thing. Oh, we're off. Made it. There's Isle of Wight right here. That's where I just launched from. And I'm gonna hit that span of the 90 bridge first, and then I'm gonna hit the one behind me. And then if nothing over there, I'll switch to the marshes on the other side. So, hope for the best. So far, everything's working pretty good. I had an issue with my fish finder. For some reason, the display screen was showing that it was at like 50% or something like that, like brightness, so I couldn't see anything. So it took a minute to get that going, but everything else looks pretty good. This is a Hobie Compass pedal drive, and I got it from OC Kayak. That's where it came from. Go see Dean in West Ocean City, OC Kayak, if you're looking to get one. I think he does rentals too, so if you're looking to rent one and to do something like this, you can, and they are awesome. So totally, it's hands-free. The only thing that I'm doing to steer is there's a rudder on my left side. It's a little knob. I just turn it to which way I want to go, and that's pretty much it. Pedal it just like a bike. It's super, super easy, and it's fun too. So goes a heck of a lot faster than trying to paddle too. So we're gonna hit the bridge, and hopefully we'll get on some fish. Fishing wise, it's been heating up. I'm not gonna say it's been great. There's been a lot of people catching keeper flounder. Rockfish limits just got changed around. It used to be 28 to 35. It's now 28 to 31. So I believe Virginia's looking at doing the same thing. So that kind of stinks if you're in for looking for rockfish. Bluefish, I guess they've been down by the 50 bridge. I've tried fishing the inlet, the Coast Guard Station inlet a couple times. Coast Guard Station along the 2nd Street, 9th Street, and it's been horrible. Haven't really caught much of anything, so figured today's a pretty good day. I'll take the kayak out and go try to hit it up. So here's the deceiving part of Isle of Wight and the sketchy part of launching your kayak from there, or a paddleboard too. The island blocks the wind. So once you make it out to this point right here, and the point on the other side behind me by the other bridge, that's when the conditions change. So you really have to pay attention to the conditions before you're going out, because if they do change, you've got to have a way to get back. And it does get pretty bumpy. It's some points, it's, you know, the weather people, they'll tell you, oh, it's 10-mile-an-hour wind, and it's more like 15 to 20. So just be very cautious of it. Just because it looks flat at the launch ramp doesn't mean it's going to be flat by the bridges. It's usually pretty different. And the other thing too is, like on this side, it could be really bumpy, but on the other side, it's like flat calm. So just pick your sides, whichever one you want. If this one's rough, I'll try the other side, and then if that's too rough, then I'll head in. But between the two of them, I should be okay. It's not that bad now. If the wind switches, and it gets worse, then I'm gonna have to switch to the other side. It's getting a little sporty, as they say. That's all right though. I'm in no rush. High tide is at like 1:30. I'm trying to fish the outgoing tide, and it's only 11:15 right now. Water temp is 64.5. Traffic headed into Ocean City isn't too bad. It's Memorial Day weekend, it's Friday, so you already know what's gonna happen around like 4 or 5. I'm sure it's gonna be ridiculous, but it's been a steady flow. A lot of people with boats coming in and all that, but yeah, it's, you know, it's gonna get busy. I'm coming up on the bridge, so I'm gonna get set up soon, but I wanted to say before I forget, all the stuff on my kayak, all the accessories, everything, the fish finder, the battery pack for it, all that stuff, I have an Amazon affiliate account. If you go to the description of this video and go down there, you'll see it. You can also find it on my website, ReelJayB.com, and up at the top, I put a link up there as well. A lot of people ask me all the different things I use or how much they cost or anything like that. It's all got it on there. I get it all from Amazon. It's the easiest thing to do. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start throwing. I got a toadfish rod. It's the Inshore series. This is, I think it's 7 foot. Holds 10 to 30 pound braid, 1/4 ounce to 1 ounce weights. I've got that with, I believe it's 30 pound braid is on there. Maybe 25, I can't remember. The bait that I'm using, it's a salt and pepper swim shad with a VMC 1/2 ounce jig head. So I'm just gonna cast it in between all these pilings and see if I can get something. It is definitely getting pretty bumpy out here. I can tell you that much. I'm gonna switch it up. I have a XPS jig, a little jig that I'm gonna put on and see if that makes a difference. Here's a pro tip that I learned the hard way. Wear gloves when you come out here. The problem is, on the bridges, it's oysters, and those oysters will cut the crap out of your fingers. Feels like little razor blades. So yeah, definitely wear gloves. Gonna kind of hang on to the side and just kind of drift, see if I can get anything. See if anybody's home over here. I'm not really seeing too much over on this side of the bridge, so I think right now I'm just gonna make a move over to the other side, see if it's a little less windy, all that. It's kind of choppy. Going into Delaware up there is very choppy, so I'm gonna switch it up. We'll go from there. If not, we'll hit the Marsh over there too. I got some little things I want to try in the Marsh, new stuff I've never done, so it should be a pretty good time. Doing my little recon mission on the way back, kind of zigzagging because the waves are kind of big. There's a boat of a bunch of dudes off to my right. They haven't caught anything. This guy and his girlfriend or wife, whoever, they are moving spots. These two right here have just, the two right in front of me have just been kind of like drifting around, not really doing much. That pontoon boat, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe flounder fishing or something. Oh, they're leaving. They didn't stay too long. So they're really not doing too much on this side. We'll check out the other side. There's an osprey right there. He's looking for food. They kind of like hover over the water and then they crash right into the water. He just got a minnow. I heard another one. Oh, he's up there. There's two of them. I can already tell, look, even looking from here, this side is so much better. It looks pretty much flat, calm out there compared to the other side. Like I was saying earlier, each side of the bridge could be totally different. So try each one and see if it gets bad on one side, head to the other. That looks nice. All right, I'll get out there in a minute and then we'll get to fishing. So this is the other span of the 90 bridge. That's Ocean Pines right out in front of me right here. There's a couple spots I want to try over here. First is obviously the bridge. On the other side of the bridge, there's these like little wood pilings. I don't know what it is. It's been there for forever. I think it's part of like Ocean Pines property. It could be a marker or something to mark something to stay away from it. So I'm gonna try over there. And then the other spot I want to try too is the marsh over there. So between these three spots, hopefully I'll find something. So we're gonna hit the bridge first, do that for a little bit, and then just keep spot jumping and hope we find what we're looking for. All right, I got my little crab on here. This little, these Berkeley Gulp crabs. It's a 1/2 ounce bottom sweeper. So I got it kind of placed right on the bottom. Sort of like he's like kind of like crawling along. So I'm gonna drop it and drift. See if I can get something. It has been rough today. I'm not marking anything at all. Like a couple of small ones here and there, but that's pretty much it. It's mostly just globs of seaweed. Like that. Here's that wooden structure I was talking about. I gotta be honest, I haven't fished this thing in like 5 years. It's been a while. Last time I did, I saw some decent marks. Just had the wrong stuff with me and couldn't catch anything. But I don't know. We'll find out. It's about 6 feet of water right here. So I'll fish all the way up one side and then come right back around the other and see if we can catch something. And then if we don't, head to the marsh and try over there. Marsh should be right behind me. So here we go. These birds are about to get pissed off at me. All the cormorants. I made it over to the marsh, but I gotta say, it's not looking that much better over here either. But I'm gonna hang around here for a little bit. I have a spec rig with some fish bites to it. So I'm trying to see if any of the fish are in the channels close up to the marsh. Just not seeing a whole lot. Well, there's absolutely no marks on the screen at all. So these marshes drop off kind of deep. They go to about 5 feet. So I'm trying to get it as close up to the banks and sides as I can. Well, I think I'm calling it quits. That's it for me. This behind me is the Ocean Pines Yacht Club. That's Pines Point Marina right there. The yacht club is actually over that way. So I'm gonna get everything secured and fixed, and I'm gonna start heading in. I guess overall just not a good day of fishing, but either way, it didn't bother me at all. I just wanted to be out on the water again. And like I said, it's been a long winter. We had that break of that awesome weather that was in like early March where it was like 80 degrees. It was awesome. And then it just went right back to cold. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for summer though. Summer's gonna be fun. I got a lot of videos planned. Gonna try crabbing for the first time out here. I got a trot line all set up on the boat. The kids and I are gonna go out and attempt that. That should be good. And do a little catch and cook of crabs. Clamming's gonna be really good this year, I know that. What else? I don't know, it's just gonna be a good year. It's gonna be fun. We got a lot of videos planned and a lot of stuff that we can't wait to get out and do. So in the meantime, the rods that I was using were, were toadfish rods. If you want to pick one up, you can save 15%. Just use my promo code ReelJayB. It's at toadfish.com. They are some of my favorite rods. I do like them a lot. So other than that, I'm gonna get back to my truck, load up all my stuff, and head on home. Just about made it back. That little stretch of beach right there, that's the kayak launch. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like I said, if you want to get one of these kayaks, go see Dean at OC Kayak right there. Dean's the guy to go to if you're thinking about buying one. They can get kind of pricey, some of them. I would suggest renting it to see if you like it. If you want to rent one and you want to go fish, go talk to him. Tell him you saw my video, that you were interested in looking at them, maybe renting one, buying one, either way. But yeah, tons of fun out here. I had a great time. Even if I didn't catch anything, it's still fun being out here. I get to enjoy all the nature and everything being out here. I'm not worried I didn't catch anything. It's not going to be my last time fishing this year, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to future trips. I really appreciate you guys watching. I'll put a link in the description for Dean. You can find him on Facebook too, OC Kayak. So I'll catch you on the next one. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.